Make una shake now, they fight. Shake. Correct. Fight!
A man who doesn't know where the rain began to beat him can't show you the shade he hid in. When we look around at our environment, we see environment to be better. Something like Eden, right? Don't get me wrong though, I'm not here to complain, but to complain because the truth sets our core pains free. I only seek you to accompany me as I take you on this beautiful journey of illusions into our past, the present, and the future. How did we begin? A beautiful little land with smaller villages around. The beauty was in how we lived, the things we believed, and our sources of belief. And then all of a sudden, there were gunshots as shotguns echoed, sending women and kids to their feet. They ran helter-skelter, seeking shelter from this new fire-breathing tool. Even Shango must have been confused too. The colonists came and took a few on a journey to never return, making them work tirelessly for little or no returns. In a few years' time, the wheels would turn again against the will of the people as the white man returned. This time he came not to take a few, but to fill the land and run it like his field. Division and segregation. Division was separation. Divisions and subtractions. Our manpower was the only multiplication. Our manpower built the best institutions, but not ours. My best intuition is that manpower has always been born south. Education was the gift. Religion is the shift. For infrastructure,
Hey, shit.
dependent on time. The wrong turns depended on our minds as independence struck us too early, leaving us depending on false hopes of independent surprise. Our eastern brothers bordered on borders. The western man wandered on one dance in the white man's shoes while our northern friends pondered on power. The gunpowder of war still beautify our faces as our beauty went through faces. Presently, we are being faced with facing faces of our own people, rephrasing the same phrases to get to sources of already diminishing resources. And then we ask, how did we forget to love? I would say it started with the little foxes which created leaky forces that forced us to believe in lewd fallacies. Fallacies like, that tribe can't be trusted, but trusting is a load that should be thrust on a person for his personality and not his ethnicity. Or Western education is sin, but he kills 1,000 to prove his point. Isn't that the point that points to the 1,000 spokes in his points? See, the finger pointing only fingers points, arousing our thoughts in violence ways. Violence waits, lifting vehement weights, getting stronger in our minds, and only love can heal the pain. I would love to comfort at my old age to see our kids calling shots as rockets launch and schools are retouched. A reality where water actually rushes and the voice of poverty is hushed. Let me leave you with this school of thought. When God created the earth, the first thing he said was, let there be light. This for sure is not a solution to all our problems, but trust me, it might be a good place to start. Thank you.
Round of applause, please. Okay, so Teresa, you have the floor.
We are Africans, blacks. They never burn that thing with it freak us. We are scattered around the field, but like a fierce football team, we run towards a single goal. If you check our qualities, you'd know that we are better than any football team in the world. See, no Arsenal can destroy our fortified city. This is no pep talk. Even you and I, no 68. I mean, even you and I, no 68. We are black. Stars that gonna keep shining through the darkest of night. We value ivory in our coast because we are elephants, samurais, always smiling regardless of the threat. We fight with the greatest weapon in the face of the earth, the singular weapon that can never be destroyed. Love. We soar higher than the best of birds because we are super. Eagles flying so high the sky be jealous. See, you call it rain, but we know it's the sky crying out of jealousy, out of fear that this little kite will embrace the breeze of peace and fly at easier than any bird I'd ever kissed, out of fear that our long walk to freedom will now be short because we've won the shoe of unity, moving in much greater pace, out of fear that we'll find light above our horizon and finally get to stand in our place, out of fear that these black panthers would one day live above her. And believe me, we will. To where we stand strong, nothing fits break us. Africa, we've got the will of a dead man, nothing fits shake us. Even if clapping thunders give birth to darkened skies and our bright canopy sheds bitter tears. If the sun closes its doors and the moon refuses to open a window, we shall continually hold on to the hope that lives in the rainbow. Scratch that. The combination of all the pigment colors in the rainbow gives black. So when faced with blight, when the song of horror is loud just outside our window, Africa, we shall seek for strength within. Within us is the ability to be united, to stand together, to uphold the arms of one another. So Africans, let us arise, north, south, east, and west. All who are sought abreast, come stand and fight with the rest. When the end that bathed you in a nest loses a strength, when the mother that fed you with honey cries and yearns in agony, when the tongue that gave you a name strives to thrive in a fame, Africa, we must stand and fight together as one. Because no matter how expensively dressed our goal is, when we stand together, it becomes so much easier to get her, Africa. No matter how expensively dressed our goal is, when we stand together, it becomes so much easier to get her. I'm here to fight for Mother Africa. Are you?
Okay.